So you're looking for a phone with great features, an awesome display, and a good processor? This is the one. This is the Motorola Edge 2020. And this is an awesome sort of flagship that most of us probably missed, but it's okay. There's a new promotion going on with the Motorola, so you can get it at a really cheap price. And for $399, I consider this to be the best value and the best buy. The Edge has a Snapdragon 765G chipset from 2020 paired with 6GB of RAM and 256GB of storage. You get a beautiful curved Oled panel that goes up to 90Hz refresh, 240Hz touch response, and a 1080p panel. It has a 64 megapixel sensor and 3 other high resolution sensors to go with it. Now that we covered the Edge's specs, let's talk about why you should get this. Let's say you're in the market to buy a Galaxy A52. $399 mid-ranger that has a plastic back, thick bezels, and a flat high refresh rate display. You can get the Edge that has just as fast a processor, a beautiful display, and which is now the same price. Comparing the two, the A52, you get a Snapdragon 720G, while the Edge has a Snapdragon 765G. But don't let the numbers fool you, the 720G is slightly better. But whilst having a better chip, the Edge just feels a lot smoother. You get the cleanest and closest stock Android experience besides the Pixel, and Samsung's bloatware just makes the phone feel slow. For example, when opening apps, doing everything on the Edge is just better than the A52. And for the same price, you get 5G only on the Edge, unless you want to shell out another $100 for the A52 5G. They both have a plastic back. The A52 is a matte plastic, and the Edge is a glossy plastic, which will get a lot of fingerprints, which are really hard to erase, and will be more vulnerable to scratches than most other mid-rangers these days. But Motorola does include a case if you buy it brand new, which you can get for $399. I can't really complain. Another reason to buy this phone is what's in its name. It's something you look at every day, and it's the display, and it's curved dramatically. And from the front, it is beautiful. Like, it's hard to put the phone down. It's beautiful, and my favorite part, the hole punch camera being on the left side of the phone. I don't know if it's just me, but I love left-sided hole punch cameras. But now you're probably wondering about accidental touches and information spilling over the Edge. Well, you can turn off the curved Edge for certain apps, so you can see whatever you need to see on the flat side of the screen. And accidental touches on this 90-degree curved display is no problem. And now the cameras on this thing are just amazing. For this price, I would like to call this a flagship grade camera for photos. It takes great photos, and it honestly feels like a modified Google camera with a different UI. The photos get overexposed when in harsh lighting areas, and sometimes colors aren't that accurate either. Keep in mind, for the price, you get all your essentials, a 64 megapixel main sensor, the ultra wide, the 2x telephoto, and the depth sensor for whatever you need it for. Also, the Motorola Edge does not have the optical image stabilization, something to watch out for. Now, this phone is trying to be the mid-range flagship. It doesn't have the highest end chipset, but it does have all the essentials that you'll probably need. Water resistance, which means it can withstand a splash of water. Dual stereo speakers, which means the highest definition sound possible. If you think this phone is a great deal, I'll leave some links down in the description to where you can get the Edge or the Edge Plus at their cheapest prices in the video link description.